Hi, my name is John DeJoie, and I want to be your next congressman. I've been a firefighter in the city of Concord for the past 14 years. I've been a state representative for the past 7, having been elected by the citizens of Concord 4 times. When I first thought about running for the House of Representatives, I knew that there were not a lot of people who worked day after day who had the flexibility to serve in the House of Representatives. As a firefighter, I have a more flexible schedule, and I felt I had the obligation to be a voice for working families. But to understand why working family issues are so important to me, you need to understand a little bit more about me. When my great-grandfather first came to this country from Ireland, he came here looking for a better life for his family. My dad served in the Army in Korea, and after he came home, he and my mother settled in Cambridge. Now, it was important to them that we not be raised in a city. But as a young boy, all I knew is my dad wasn't home. What I didn't know is he worked 16 hours a day to give us a better life. When he was hired as a mailman, that was when he told me that he had made it and knew he could provide for his family. He knew he had a steady job, steady income, health care, and a retirement. And that's what he knew he needed. By my parents working so hard, it gave me the opportunity to go to college. When I graduated from college, I was the first one in my family to do that. I went on to graduate school, received a master's degree in social work. I went to graduate school full-time, and I worked full-time. I'm not the kind of person who can sit on the sidelines, who can wait for somebody else to fix something. I'm not the kind of person that can see a problem and not jump in and try to fix it. I do that in everything I do, as a firefighter, as a state representative, and I will do that as your congressman. Apparently, I even do that at home. My wife will come home from work and will want to talk to me about her day. And as she's telling me the problems of her day, I'll start to tell her, well, if you do this, you can fix it. You can fix it that way. And she looks at me and she just shakes her head and laughs and says, I don't want you to fix my problems. You can do that at the state house. I just want you to listen to me. We have some very serious problems facing us and facing this country. We have the economic recovery. We have health care reform. We have the protection of our environment. And we need to restore our good name on the world stage. There are those who will tell you that these problems cannot be fixed. They said that when President Kennedy challenged us to put a man on the moon. They said it couldn't be done when we were challenged to find cures for cancer. I believe that the only time we will ever fail is when we stop trying. And I am not willing to stop trying now, and I'm not willing to stop trying when you send me to Washington as your congressman. Michelle Morse was a 20-year-old college student when she was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. Her doctors told her that she needed to take time off from school immediately to undergo aggressive chemotherapy. It's all that would save her life. So she made plans to take time off from school. But her insurance company had other plans. You see, her insurance company told her mother that if Michelle was not a full-time student, she would lose the insurance her family had paid for. So Michelle stayed as a full-time student. She underwent chemotherapy, and her mother brought this information to the state legislature and said, please, this is not fair. Help us make it right. So we worked together and we passed Michelle's law that says that seriously ill college students who take time off for medical leave will not lose their insurance that their families paid for. We also took Michelle's law to the federal government, and that is now the law of the land. This is what I promise you, that as your congressman, I will always be there for you. I will always work for you. I will always listen to you. And I will continue to be the same relentless voice for New Hampshire's working families. Achieving the impossible doesn't just happen, but we can make it happen through hard work and perseverance. Sound impossible? Join me, and we can make a better New Hampshire, a better nation for our children and our children's children. My name is John DeJoie, and I want to be your next congressman. My name is John DeJoie, and I approve this message.